Yes, yes, yes! Finally! I have been waiting for this moment for 2 years, over 2 years, and finally we got the Canon M50 Mark II. So the Canon M50 was a great little entry-level camera and we are filming on it right now, and I have been using it for the last 2 years extensively. And while I'm very happy with the camera, it has some flaws, but I was so happy to see Canon earlier this year to announce the Mark II to fix all these flaws and give us the perfect, compact, interchangeable lens mirrorless YouTuber's camera. Woo! I'm so excited! So with the Mark II we will probably see a new sensor, or at least the one from the M6 Mark II. We will finally have usable 4K, we will get 24p 30 frames per second, I'm sure, and maybe if we're lucky we will get the 60 frames per second in 4K as well. And of course none of that will have a crop anymore, and the dual pixel autofocus will work, maybe even the dual pixel autofocus too. Then if we're really lucky we will get the in-body image stabilization. It's in the R5 and the R6, so maybe we will see it in the APS-C camera as well. And that would be so fantastic. And if there's no IBIS, we will at least get some improvement in dynamic range. We'll probably see a new processor. And of course, I think we will finally get the 120 frames per second in 1080p for better slow-mo, with audio, with dual pixel autofocus, everything. Yes, I'm so excited. I'm so ready to buy this camera. Come on, Canon, here, take my money. So Canon released the announcement trailer where they finally officially announced the camera, show us all the specs, and I have my laptop here, so I can't wait. I'm so excited. Finally a better APS-C Canon camera. Let's watch the trailer together. Okay, here we go, introducing the new Canon EOS M Mark II with John Lorenz. John Lorenz sounds like a German. Hey John. Okay, the video is under 3 minutes long, so let's get into it.
Hi, I'm John Lorenz for Canon USA.
Hi, Mr.
Since
Lorenz.
its introduction, the Canon EOS M50 camera has been one of Canon's best-selling mirrorless models.
That's true.
Its combination of a compact, elegant design, an excellent electronic viewfinder, and still image and video capabilities have made it a great fit for many customers.
That's true, I like him. I'm so excited what he has to say. The M50 was basically a very good all-round camera, and I think it still is. Come on, man.
I'm delighted to announce a new version.
Yes,
the Canon EOS M50 Mark II.
Yes.
Beginning with the excellence of the current EOS M50,
yes,
the
excellence.
M50 Mark II adds new AF capabilities in eye detection and in video AF performance, new video features, and a host of additional refinements.
Okay, so we got better autofocus. That's not a big deal for me because Canon is very, very good always at autofocus, so not a thing they need to focus on. I think now we got eye detection in video. It's nice to have. I really hope they don't screw it up like with the R6, the dual pixel autofocus 2. Well, actually he did not mention the dual pixel autofocus 2, so I guess it's not in there, but autofocus is good enough. It's a Canon, so no problems there.
But its heart, a 24.1 million pixel CMOS image sensor, 4K.
Wait, what?
A 24.1 million pixel CMOS image sensor.
A 24.1 megapixel CMOS image sensor. That's the old sensor. Is it? They reused the old sensor.
But
okay,
its
this
heart,
is weird.
A
it's an old sensor. Isn't that the sensor that was in the 80D? If I'm correct, I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it.
24.1 million pixel CMOS image sensor, 4K video.
4K video, yes.
Very angle LCD with touch panel, and shooting speeds up to 10 frames per second.
10 frames per second. That is for photographers. For the losers under us, don't care for that.
Remain intact. More than ever.
What'd he say?
Image sensor, 4K video, very angle LCD with touch panel, and shooting speeds up to 10 frames per second remain intact.
Remain intact? Remain intact? That means it's the same. There's no upgrade, right? So shooting frame, he says 4K recording, remain intact. He's hopefully gonna tell us about the new uncropped, autofocused 30 frames per second, 60 frames per second 4K mode.
More than ever, customers expect strong autofocus performance. And that means face and eye detection capability. In the new EOS M50 Mark II, eye detection AF improvements allow swift AF on faces and eyes from much farther from the camera and much smaller in the viewfinder. Both face and eye detection AF now fully function during servo AF. Eye detection AF is now also possible during video with movie servo AF when recording moving subjects. And eye detection is also much more responsive. You'll see the AF frame follow detected faces and eyes more effectively, even for fast-moving subjects. The EOS M50 has always been a great choice for content creators.
Okay, he talks another minute about the autofocus, and we know the autofocus is good. Apparently now there's eye. Yes, we know. We're almost 2 minutes in the video. I hope we get the good stuff soon. Come on, man. They're being cool to us. Just show us. Just tell us.
But the EOS M50 Mark II will provide even more.
Now we go.
Vertical video is convenient for making Instagram stories or any vertical video content for social media. For vloggers, a newly added movie record button on the LCD screen paired with a countdown self-timer gives you an even better vlogging experience.
Well,
if you're a streamer, the EOS webcam utility software can be utilized for an easy-to-use plug-and-play webcam alternative. For advanced...
Okay, what? What is happening? Vertical video? Vertical video? I thought you just have to turn your camera like this. Look, we got vertical video. Or you turn it back and you just crop it in. And then you can like crop it out again. So that just takes me 10 seconds to do in the post-production process. So I don't understand. And then webcam, okay, webcam, like new software in the app. Is that the okay? Okay.
And streamers, the EOS M50 Mark II offers clean HDMI output. In addition, for users with a YouTube Live account, it's possible to use the EOS M50 Mark II to wirelessly live stream with no laptop required.
Okay, come on.
The brilliant design of the first EOS M50 meant little needed changing. With the EOS...
What? Let's listen to that statement again.
The brilliant design of the first EOS M50 meant little needed changing.
The brilliant design, little needed changing. Yes, we needed changing. IBIS, 4K, no crop, dual pixel autofocus, better sensor, better dynamic range, better audio preamps. We needed changing. I mean, it's good all around camera, but what are you telling me? You're telling me there was no need to change, so we did not? Okay, we got only like 25 seconds left. Come on.
With the EOS M50 Mark II, refinements and improvements to its AF and numerous other areas, along with image.canon compatibility to easily upload and store your content, are features that still and video users can experience every time they use the camera. For Canon USA, I'm John Lorenz.
What's happening? I was so excited. This can't be right. This is a joke. Is it the 1st of April? No, it's October. It's mid-October. I don't know what's happening. Let's get this straight. The only upgrade to this camera is really the new autofocus, which could potentially even be worse than the old one, because we saw that with the new full-frame cameras, and even the old Digit 8 processor remains the same, even though it's like almost 3 years old? I'm kind of in shock here. I was ready to buy this camera almost without seeing it. And my mind immediately goes to justification like, oh yes, maybe they saved the IBIS and the 120p and the new sensor for the upcoming M7, if there ever is one. So they didn't put this in the entry-level camera. So it kind of makes sense. But I really think this reasoning is totally unjustified. This is not a new camera. You just sell it under a new name. And to be honest, the affordable, like sub $1,000 APS-C camera market right now looks pretty bad. At this moment in time, I give Canon one last chance with the M7 coming out, and At this point, my hopes are not up at all. They're very low, and I'm just ready to be disappointed again. And if the Fuji X-T4 wasn't as expensive or the Sony cameras had working IBIS, I would switch in a heartbeat. But for now, I am stuck with this M50. I can only shake my head in disbelief and keep watching the smartphone market marching in and crushing the mirrorless market because of the silly decisions that the companies like Canon keep doing. Shame, Canon. Shame.